Hardy har, it's me again, the Bargain Pirate, and I'm here at Retro Neo Video, a sweet convention full of games and people who like games like me, the Bargain Pirate. So, let's open up our wallets, open up our minds, and go hunt some games, yarr! That's what I love about these conventions. Everywhere you look, games, games, games. And the prices are good too. Look, Legend of Zelda. Well, there's for 45. That's a decent price for this game. And it's nice, and it doesn't look tarnished. One thing with Legend of Zelda is oftentimes the cassettes, they become tarnished. Since this isn't gold cassette, it's gold paint over a silver cassette. So, to find one that still is nice and gold, well, that's a good thing. And this pirate loves a good thing. Come on, let's go check around some more. No.
Oh, I know this guy!
Oh dear, a YouTuber. Run! My show, my show. Here we have a dapper young man who looks like he loves video games. Hello, Mr. Young Man. What is your name?
Hugo Marcotte, aka the Goku.
I'm not talking to anyone else here anymore. Isn't this place great? It's got tons of games, and everybody here sells games and is happy. Are you happy?
Yeah.
Good. Good. All right. So I'm walking around and I'm a pirate. Hello there. Hello again. Come on, let's go look for some games. Video games. I love video games. Sega Genesis. Look at all these fun games. A slight hidden gem in here is Dark Castle. Now, it's not very good. In fact, it's actually very terrible. But it's one of those games that is kind of like fun to find because, well, the Angry Video Game Nerd did an episode on this. So, get Dark Castle, and then you can swear at your TV all night too. When you have a huge collection of something, you can't collect everything. So sometimes you have to make choices. And I chose video games. Toys. Lots of wonderful toys, and lots of Transformers toys especially. God, I love Transformers. But again, toys is not video games, and here we collect video games. Comic books. Now, the Bargain Pirates loves himself in comic books. But comics aren't games. They're fun, but they're not video games. Pokemon cards. Now, Pokemon cards may be cool, but they're not video games, even if they are published by Nintendo. Records. Now, I love records, but again, they're not video games. Stop collecting other things than video games. Collect video games. No, actually, you guys collect things other than video games. Let me collect the video games. I'll handle it. Oh, so many people here at the convention. Oof. Today, we have a theme about mascots. So without further ado, here's what I got. For $10, I got a copy of Dynamite Heady. Now there's a way to get ahead in the gaming's business, and it's making a game where you throw your head at enemies. Dynamite Heady. Look at all them colors. What you're seeing here is a game that is just pure art. Colors, lights, music. Wonderful. Dynamite Heady. I love this. Another mascot game, this time Mega Man 64. This is basically just a port of the PlayStation version, but I've already played this one and I'm happy to have it in my collection. Another fun little game, this time for Super Nintendo. Aero, the Acro-Bat, which is a game with a bat who does acrobat stuff. It's from Sunsoft. Another game starring a mascot of sorts, this time the original Robocop for the NES. The long arm of the law is now controlled by your controller. This is really terrible. What am I doing? I shouldn't maybe be making puns of these games. I should just focus until I knew which games I got. So, Robocop for the NES, which is a port of the Amiga version. Not as good, but still a fun game. I think it is my favorite of the Robocop games, though the second one is slightly better, and the third one, while having some good ideas, is kind of clunky, just like the film. Donkey Konga! I love Donkey Konga because... monkey! Monkey! So now I'm going to be playing Mortal Kombat 2, and I'm going to beat my opponent. I'm the one with no pants, right?
You're defeated by a
Bon qui t'a gagné là. If you see him in the street, well, I'm not going to incite violence on a child, but remove the word "don't" from what I just said, and you know what we're going to do later on. Okay. Now this is what I like to see. Mario Paint in the box. That is excellent. Look at that. It's great. There's only like 4 or 5 games that have boxes this size. We have the Super Scope, we have a lot of fun stuff. And ooh, I see something the pirate really wants. So many long boxes of games I don't have. Oh man. Oh, I love long boxes. They are the best. The best? Ooh, look at this. Pixel mustache. I'll take the card and I'll put it in my pants. Like everything in my pants, I will take care of it very nicely. Look at all these things. Pixel art, it's coming back. Maybe not, maybe it's still retro, doesn't matter. I smell my hot dog burning. I mean, I ordered the food and it's ready. Not, you know, come on. Up next, one of the most modern games we've done here. For PlayStation 3, PlayStation's All-Star Battle Royale. Now this is what happens when Sony wants to make its own Smash Brothers, and using characters that have appeared on Sony consoles quasi-exclusively, including Kratos, Nathan Drake, Sackboy, Sly Cooper, and a bunch of other characters. No, not Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, it's basically a Smash Brothers clone, but it has a fun thing that I think has a little bit of an edge over the Smash gameplay, wherein you have to build up your special to actually kill your opponents good. This is a game I wouldn't mind a sequel for, maybe with some new characters. Who knows? Still on the PlayStation side, Parappa the Rapper 2. Kick punch, it's all in the mind. Again, as you play as Parappa in new levels. Parappa the Rapper 2 is actually the 3rd game in the series, set after the 2nd game, Jamalami. I'm not kidding, look those up. Anyways, Parappa the Rapper 2, an excellent rhythm game with lots of fun little weird characters, and well, yeah, I'm really happy to have this one. For the Nintendo GameCube, Luigi's Mansion. I used to have a Yellow Label Player's Choice version, but I had traded that in for another game. So I'm really happy to find this, and this one was a steal. Found this for $3 over at the Goodwills. So this is going back into my collection. I'm happy to have it again. There was a sale of Wii U games, because Wii U games are really fun for collecting now, because they're up to like 30% or 40% off their regular prices. And for not too expensive, I got a full complete in-box copy of Super Mario Maker. Now this is the fun thing about this game, is that it comes with a really nice art book, which not all copies that you find secondhand still have, but if you can find a copy with the art book, it's usually the same price, so might as well grab both, you know? I'm really happy to have this one and to add it to my Wii U collection. What's that? In the wild, a wild beast, an animal, a jaguar. Look at this. This looks like it can change the channel as well as play the game at the same time. And trust me, if you're playing the Jaguar, you're gonna want to change the channel. It's not very good. One fun thing about the Jaguar, though, is the handle. The games are so hard to get out of the console, you need a handle to pull it out. It's crazy. That's just... So I'm joined with my good friend Luduc, who's a TV host, and he's always in a show called The Resellers. That is all he does.
Yeah, this is all I did.
Nothing else. He's not a celebrity. But anyways, Luduc, come back. So Lou, we're gonna go game chasing today with all these fine tables of games. What is your favorite video game?
Well, my favorite video games come from the Nintendo 64. It's called Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazooie. I've never heard you talk about that.
I'm still waiting for Banjo 3. I hope it will come soon. But for the moment, I'm searching for some Red Redemption 2. Yeah. I think somebody will sell it used.
Well, it seems to be all retro or used games, but maybe, who knows, maybe somebody has a used copy.
I still believe, okay?
Yeah, you still believe Banjo-Kazooie's gonna be in Smash. Banjo-Kazooie's never gonna be in Smash.
I still believe it!
Don't go, Luke, don't go. No, why are you stopping? Just go. It's a thing people say. We don't actually want you to say when we say don't go. Some people. Well, anyways, that was my guest for this episode. I hope you liked it. Back to some more solo pirate action. And I'm Nicholas Pickles, and welcome to Video and Arcade Top 10 here on YTV. Bobsy the Bobcat.
What could possibly go wrong?
The whole fucking game. That's what can go wrong. It's my friend Sophie, and she makes all these nice things. Look at that. It's a cactus cat. Street Sharks. Go! Remember Street Sharks? Remember the 90s when everything was gross and stupid? Remember they used the creepy crawlers. You know, it was like the Easy Bake Oven for boys used to make bugs out of gelatin. And then they had a show about that. It was like a superhero show. Remember the 90s? As the pirate remembers. Ooh, now this is a good game for pirates. Super Bomberman. Yarr! Alright, I'll stop with the jokes and I'll focus on getting game. I'm sorry. Come on. And finally, for Xbox Original, Blinx the Time Sweeper from Microsoft Game Studios. Fun fact, Blinx was almost going to be the Microsoft mascot, kind of like how Sonic is for Sega and Mario is for Nintendo. But then, the mascot turned out to be Master Chief, a tall dude in an armor. So Microsoft was like, we're not all into cuddly mascots like the other companies. Our mascots are tall, strong men. Okay. And finally, for kind of really cheap as opposed to what it's worth, I got a copy of Conker, Live and Reloaded. And what's really fun about this one is that it's a really nice looking upgrade to the Nintendo 64 version. However, counterpoint to that, the Nintendo 64 version had lots of swearing and somehow a little bit of a meaner attitude, whereas this version is censored. There's also a lot of push for the online mode, which I've never actually played, having not owned this game when the online was active for this game. So whoever wants to play this game online, I'm sure you can find some ways to do it. I do believe the multiplayer is available on the Xbox One port. Also, fun fact, this game, if you put the disc in your Xbox One, it'll work, because this Xbox original game is now Xbox One backwards compatible. Well, that was it for this week. What a fun time I've had with my friends at the convention. And I hope you liked watching me in my adventures. Anyways, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time on Adventures in Game Chasing. Yarr! Luduc, you received the prize of most favorite YouTuber. Here's the prize. What are you gonna do with your new prize?
I'm gonna do like Hubert Lenoir.